In many moments during my life, I say with friends or work colleagues, don't worry, just go with the flow. Or I might respond to a situation that I'm going with the flow. I'm just seeing what happens. I'm taking it easy. I'm going with the flow. And if things are going well in my life, and say I'm speaking to a coach or a mentor, or maybe a friend or family member, and we're celebrating something that is going really well in a part of our lives, and it's common to then say, wow, that's amazing. You're in the flow. You're in your flow. Or sometimes I would say when I'm in such a productive mode, or I just feel that when I'm in creative mode and the creativity is easily pouring out and through me, I also then say, I'm in the flow. And this idea of being in the flow or feeling the flow or going with the flow made me think about fear and when we feel the fear as we are speaking. Now, before I continue with that point, I would like to share with you this clip that I've seen on social media, and maybe you have seen it yourself floating around. And it's an image of people whitewater rafting, and they're saying that, there's a caption on the video that they are all going with the flow. Or there was another one with the caption saying that when people are asking about how I am going, I respond with, "Oh, I'm good. I'm just going with the flow." And the video image with those captions are like people in a whitewater raft bouncing away, flopping in and out, getting splashed like crazy, bumped like crazy in a whitewater rafting experience. I love that concept, and it made me laugh, and it created a paradigm shift in how I use and embrace the terminology of going with the flow. Because sometimes it is turbulent and sometimes it is smooth sailing, and both are fine. The idea of flow is that movement going through. It's movement from point A to point B. It's continuous. It goes. And that is part of the definition of flowing. So now coming back to fear and using fear in our speaking situations. Now remember, fear is the overarching emotion, and sometimes you might get an element of fear, which could be nerves, could be anxiety, a bit of anticipation, and it can come to many, many, many degrees. It could be very lightweight fear that it doesn't really impact, you just know it's there, or it could be to the point where it's paralyzing, where it's fully stopping you in your tracks and your emotions from doing anything that you are fearful of. But fear as an emotion needs to flow as well. It might be a smooth ride or it may be a bumpy ride. So it could be smooth or bumpy. And either is absolutely normal. The important thing is you're letting the fear flow through you. When you think about avoiding a situation because of fear or not showing up completely because of nerves or anxiety towards a situation, so you're going through the motions because you have to speak in that particular setting, despite the fear, nerves, or anxiety you feel towards it, you are creating a barrier. When you create a barrier, it will show up somehow, somewhere else in your life or in your experience. This is something that you should be mindful of when you see or feel fear showing up in any of your speaking situations. My invitation to you is to reflect on the different situations you speak publicly in. What degree of fear, nerves, or anxiety do you feel leading into that situation, during that situation, and after that situation? Are you letting the fear, nerves, or anxiety flow through you, or are you creating a barrier towards it? Don't judge yourself over it. Just observe and take note. Maybe you want to journal it down and reflect on what you commonly do when it comes with fear. Now remember, fear should flow through you. If you create a barrier towards it, it will show up in some other way in your life. When you let the fear go through you, so when you go with the flow of fear, it may be bumpy or it may be smooth, but either way, you have got this. And I have the process through Speaking Afraid to guide you through this. Because it is a process, you can learn it and you can discover your own way of how to speak afraid in the many different situations you speak in for your work. Thank you for being part of this Speaking Afraid journey with me. I am honored to be your guide as we go with the flow of this journey. All the best.